Hello, hello, hello to all of my Libras. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with a special reading on today. I hope you all are having a good day. I know you are. All right, Libras. What do we know about our Libras before we get into your reading? Because we're not going to take too much time. We're just going to get right into your reading. Libra, besides the fact that the Libra is an air sign, Libra is active. You all are very artistic, easygoing, peaceable people. You know, prizes beauty and harmony. You're very diplomatic, you're polished, and also very socially inclined, right? That's some of my Libras. I have had someone to comment who is a Libra on my channel to say they're not very sociable, but most Libras are sociable, okay? Libras, okay. All right, let's get into your reading. Most High God in the universe, please give me a special reading for my Libras as it relates to power and intellect, also in areas of money and wealth, also in areas of spirituality and where they need to take action, also in areas of creativity and emotions. What information do we have for our Libras? By the way, Libras, your polar opposite sign is the Aries. And if you want to know why and you want a personal reading, please contact me at 202-460-3205, both inside the United States and outside of the United States. If you're calling from outside the United States, please use country code 1, number 1, from outside of the United States, and use WhatsApp. That way you don't have to worry about paying an enormous phone bill. All right, so like I said, it's 50% off. We're going to get right into it, my Libras. All right. I've been having some wonderful conversations with a lot of you who have reached out to me. We have the Judgment card, the Lover's card, and the Wheel of Fortune. Let's put these up here for just a second. So many people are just ascending to higher heights. And I'm going to get into that in just a second. So for a lot of you, you know, you all have been through something where you've been hurt in the past, right? But you really, really can move beyond all of this. You have been hurt by a lover, somebody who you really deeply cared about. This person could have been a Gemini, or they had Gemini in their chart somewhere, right? But somebody you felt like was your twin flame, someone who hurt you. And so at this point right now, it's self-sabotage, kind of, because you're guarded. Right, and rightfully so, you're guarded. You feel like, okay, I've been hurt. Like I said, this is a two. Let me get in here. Two of Swords. But if you stay in this place of being guarded and having all these repressed feelings, without realizing your power, then that is self-sabotage, right? What's interesting about this, and by the way, your most likable trait, Libra, is your charm. Right? And so if your heart chakra is out of alignment, and your heart chakra being attached to the air signs, if your heart chakra is really all about being connected with yourself, as well as cultivating joy, self-love, and compassion, right? So when we don't take advantage of reconnecting with ourselves, we really, really do sabotage ourselves, right? And so this is about you ascending higher. This is the Judgment card, right? Look at you ascending higher. This is your former self. Let me pull this off here for a second. This is your former self. Look at you. You're free. You've ascended, right? You're feeling good about life. You ascended to the heights of where your ancestors are, and so they're already surrounding you and protecting you and guiding you. But you've ascended. This is your former self, and this is who you are right now. Judgment card, right? And not only that, the Wheel of Fortune, karma, is spinning in your favor. It's spinning in your favor. You've been hurt in the past, and like I said, justifiably so. The Swords cards is attached to the Aquarius, the Libra, and the Gemini, but you're guarded right now, right? And then look, we also have the Ten of Wands, right? And so the Ten of Wands here, I want to pull this in closer too, so you can really see. By the way, these are the Light Seers tarot cards. The Ten of Wands is really, really about duties, responsibilities, and obligations, and pretty much feeling accountable, right? So this person that you were in a relationship with, just, it felt like an extra job for you. It's like carrying a lot of luggage and baggage, right, for you. And so you're guarded now because it was just overwhelming, just really, really, really overwhelming for you. And so now it's about, now you're looking for new windows of opportunities, right? You're really focused on your progress. This is about realistic aims and practical approaches. This is the Page of Pentacles, right? So you're just taking a practical approach as it relates to money and falling more in love with yourself, right? And just really, really falling more in love with yourself, whether you're in a relationship or not. You are being still. Like I said, you are not only being still, you are guarded. You are, for some of you, it feels like you're indecisive about what lies ahead. For some people, it's about you being indecisive, but you're really at an impasse, right? Having repressed emotions and blocked feelings, right? But you are powerful and intellectual enough to ascend higher, to a higher heights, right? You're powerful to ascend to higher heights, right? And that's what it's really, really all about you ascending to higher heights. Now, also what's interesting is about the Judgment card is really about you feeling liberated. This is attached to Pluto, which is retrograde right now, right? And so this is about you feeling liberated, reflection of yourself, really accounting for past actions and dropping old values and embracing new ones, right? And then saying that, you're not even blaming yourself. It just is what it is. I'm moving forward. I've ascended, and, it is what it is. And what's beautiful about the ascension here is you attract your own energy, right? So if you wanted to attract someone new, because that's not what I'm necessarily getting. What I'm really getting is that you are just more focused on loving yourself. Really, that's what I'm getting, is that you're more focused on loving yourself. Also, the Wheel of Fortune is attached to Jupiter. And Jupiter is retrograde right now, right? And so this is about destiny. This is about timing. This is about change happening in your life, right? And so just realizing that each moment is a new beginning for you. There is no such thing as a coincidence. Your life is in perfect sync right now, sync with yourself. Right now, things are just going well. And so for you, if you're in a relationship, you're in perfect sync with that person. But this is not what I'm getting for this. I feel like that you're very, very guarded. Right now, there's a lot of repressed emotions and feelings, and you just feel kind of weighed down by this situation. But because you've ascended, things are spinning in your favor. That's a great thing. Let's pull some more cards. Again, if you're interested in a personal reading, my number is 202-460-3205. I have talked to so many people, and I've had just the best time meeting so many of you. Right now, the readings are 50% off, whether you're inside the United States or outside of the United States. 50% off. If you're outside of the United States, please use WhatsApp so you can save a ton of money. We don't want high phone bills. Okay? We don't want high phone bills. So again, what I'm getting is that, look, we have the Eight of Swords and we have the Four of Swords. Let's talk about the Four of Swords for a second, because this means rest, right? You're not getting the type of rest that you deserve to get, right? You are in a fetal position, not really resting. You're still very, very much guarded. Your heart is guarded. Look at this string around, just guarded, right? And then we have the Eight of Swords. This is about self-sabotage. It's time to come up out of that depression. It's time to release yourself to ascend higher, right? This is the Eight of Swords, right? And so that your outcome is exactly what you deserve, which is better. Actually, the best is what you deserve, right? Then we have the Seven of Wands, right? This is really, really about you just standing your ground during meditation and prayer, and just standing in your power against any challenges that come up against you, right? Just really just okay, breathing, taking a deep breath, and just meditating and just ascending higher, right? Because like I said, you've been through a lot, and that relationship was just overwhelming. And look at this, you're illuminated from the inside. This is the Ace of Wands. You're illuminated from the inside. Your third eye is most likely open. That's your brow chakra. And so you see things for what they really are. Now you're illuminated. You're like, okay, that thing was just too overwhelming. It really, really was. Then we have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups, again, is about beginnings. Is really, really about beginnings. Pure beginnings. Right? New beginnings, new opportunities. Right? So let's put this here. And then we have the two of Wands. This is about having more prospects. There are new prospects. There's advancement, right? So like I said, you are justifiably guarded. But to stay in a position of being, of being blindfolded, not wanting to see anything to your left or your right, is really self-sabotage. So those feelings that you have are justifiable, but this is how you take your power back, right? You stand your ground. That is how you take your power back. You stand your ground and you stay in your peace, not allowing somebody else to steal you or rob you of your peace and your joy. Right? Let's get into let's pull up a oracle card and let's see what the oracle cards have to say. Let's see. Responsibility. So, like I said, when we looked at the Ten of Wands and we talked about duties, responsibilities, and obligations, things are looking good for you. Right? Things are looking real good for you. But for the person who had you not being able to rest properly, and the person who caused you to be so guarded, they have to take responsibility. But their responsibility will come from the karma, from the universe. You don't have to worry about that. But things are looking real good for you, right? And then we got 2 + 4. We got the number 24, right? So that's 6. And so 24 is... in Pythagorean system, it's for the letter X, like as an X-ray. So that person that had you not really resting properly and had you just, could have been bipolar or had a double personality, but you have now crossed that person out, right? And so everything about this situation with your ex was just confusing. Right? Intimacy and everything was just confusing. And so your intentions towards that person was right, but you were dealing with a lower vibration. So sometimes it feels like a twin flame because the person just ignites all kinds of fire inside of you. But in actuality, they're misrepresenting themselves. And it actually ends up being a lot of some people come with carry-on luggage, but some people come with the type of baggage that will fill up another plane, right? And so this is what the person represented. This is what they represented. Because in reality, you should have felt excited about love. But this person misrepresented themselves, and that's why all of these things happen, and that's why you're so guarded. But again, you were able to stand in your peace and stand in your strength and overcome all of this, and you ascended. That's the outcome, is that you ascended to a higher height, and things are actually in your favor. This Wheel of Fortune is in your favor. But again, you're a very responsible person. This person really needs to take responsibility for their actions. And whether you're there or not, you know what I'm saying? You don't really need them for closure. This is about you standing your ground and standing in your peace and then taking your power back, right? That's what I have for you. That is what I have for you. Libras, again, like I said, your most likable trait is your charm. That is your charm. But like I said, this person just represented a lot of, they represented an overwhelming amount. They just had too much baggage. This person was, like I said, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, right? They had that fire energy. But now you're awake. Now you tapped into your spirituality by meditating and just standing your ground and holding your peace. And you're like, okay, I'm good. I'm good. Remember, your polar sign is in Aries. And if you're interested in getting a personal reading, again, 202-460-3205. If you're outside of the United States, again, it's 50% off for everybody right now, whether you are a subscriber or not, until September 22nd. Okay? Have a great day. Bye.